Take this one up.
That ain't even a picture. Boo. Hi everybody. Welcome back to our channel. So today we are going to do a story time. And this story time will be about the time Cortez and I met, how we started dating, and basically some relationship advice. Not too much, just a sprinkle in, just a little bit. So I'm gonna start in with my side of the story. So I transferred, what?
I ain't saying nothing. Tell your story.
Boo! So I transferred to Georgia Southern 2016. When I transferred, they had an org fair in January, and that's where I came across the fraternity that Cortez happened to be a recruitment officer for, and they had their informational that same night, which was the last one. So I didn't want to walk there because it was cold, I didn't have no car, I was just tired, I had just had chemistry that day. I was just like, nah, I'm not gonna go. And then I ended up going. So when I got there, because this is like a 10 to 15 minute walk, it was a little bop, and your girl was out of shape. So what should have took 7 minutes took 12 to 15 minutes for me to reach there. So when I got there, everybody was on the right side of the room. Guess what side of the room LaRonda decided to sit on? If you guessed right.
You guessed right.
You guessed right. Ain't no prize.
We're not that established yet. Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
So LaRonda decided to sit on the left side of the room because I'm not that much of a social butterfly. I still working on myself, but
she's a lot better than she was.
A
lot better.
So
a lot better. Excuse me.
Stop! Don't make it seem like that. So Cortez walks in. Cortez looked like the most busy person I ever did see in my whole entire life. When I first saw him, he walked in late anyway, but when I first saw him, my guy looked busy. He looked like he came and he was ready to do some business. And that's when we first met. But when we first, y'all please excuse the noise. It is thundering and lightning like heck outside.
Heck.
So
you're not gonna catch us slipping, YouTube. Not gonna do it.
So what was I saying?
How much he loved me and admired me.
No, at first, Cortez was really annoying. He was so annoying because he would not leave me alone. Like I said, he was a recruitment officer, so I guess maybe it was his job to make sure I was mingling and stuff like that. And make sure I enjoyed the whole process, but at the same time, you know, like I just said, not much of a social butterfly, so it was a little struggle, but I kind of got there. I got more social throughout the semester, and Cortez kept bothering me. But not bothering me like he was trying to talk to me, just bothering me like you need to go talk to everybody else type bothering. But at the end of the semester, we found out that we were both gonna do summer term A and B. So we were just like, okay, cool. Well, you know, we're friends, so let's hang out. So the first time Cortez came over, he killed a spider in my looking hole.
Peephole.
My peephole. He killed a spider in my peephole. And then we drank together the next time. Actually, no, we went to the gym together. That's actually a really funny story, and we will be doing another story time on that, so look out. But Cortez, he surprised me. And we drank together, and then like we gelled so well. And it's funny because we're kind of not the same person, but at the same time, we kind of have the same personality traits. So it was just like, it was perfect. And he wasn't even Cortez was not my type of guy.
Same, she was not my type. Like how she acted, like there was nothing wrong. Like I thought she was gorgeous, but
You thought I was gorgeous?
Oh, I take it back. I thought you were okay. Cause I ain't got time to be dealing with you and the big head.
Ooh, my head already big. But I ain't done. talking a lot more. At the same time, his relationship ended and mine ended around the same time. Coincidences.
Hers was on the way to ending. That had nothing to do with me, by the way. We weren't doing nothing.
We weren't.
We really, and I promise you when I say this, we were just friends. We were just, I think what happened was we ended up spending a lot more time together, especially once my relationship ended. We spent a lot more time together as friends. Like, I didn't make moves on her or nothing. It was strictly platonic.
And I could say that Cortez is a really good friend at the time. He wasn't trying to make a move on me, you know, during the downfall of my relationship. He was just being present because it was a really hard time in my life during that time. And he's a really good friend that made me realize that, hey, he could possibly be a boyfriend somewhere down in the future. And
Really? Give me a second. Go ahead.
so that's how we met. I'm gonna let Cortez tell his side of the story.
Ooh, let me get right here. The moment you've always been waiting for.
Boo, your side of the story is gonna suck.
It is, but it's gonna be short. So, from my side of the story, when we met, that was pretty much exactly the way we met. But from my side, because typically when she tells a story, she tries to play me like I just showed up late to the meeting. Now, when she got the original information, she got information from flyers that I made, but she met another one of our fraternity members. So when I finally met her, I don't know how late was I to the meeting?
You were like maybe 5 to 10 minutes late. It wasn't that long.
Let her tell anybody else I would have been 30 minutes late. but at the time I held a
realistically, I would have exaggerated.
See,
I would have exaggerated just a little bit, but you know.
Listen to me, and I cannot stress it enough. Lee will try to play me every chance she gets. Anyway, so when I walked in, I saw majority of people sitting on one side, and guess who the Lone Ranger was on the other side?
What? Who was it?
This one, and she did this consistently. This happened on a regular basis. Anytime we had a meeting, she always tried to sit by herself. And from there, we just kind of hit it off as friends. Like, we didn't talk much in the beginning, but over time, and like I said before, with the ending of my relationship, we just kind of became closer. You know, friends first. Friends first.
Yeah. No, that wink didn't mean anything. But yeah, we started dating 8 months after we initially started like talking or engaging in post-friendship activities, such as like going out on dates and stuff like that. But we started actually dating, calling each other boyfriend and girlfriend 8 months down the road. And I think that having that time is really pivotal when it comes to making your relationship work, because you're getting to know the person a whole lot more on a less friendship based and more on a personal, more deep down personal level. So it's good to have that time. Always allow yourself to have that time to get to know that person, to really scope out and see what issues they have, what they're dealing with. Because if you get in a relationship and you realize the girl crazy and you can't deal with it,
GG, bud.
you just open a can of worms that, whew.
Can of worms?
A can of worms. You just open a can of worms that you don't want to devour. Just saying. a can of worms. So
with the
always yeah. So always allow yourself that time. That is one of the most important things that I could say. For me, I was very impatient. Like, I gave Cortez a time limit. He still ended up going over the time limit, but this is a time limit in my head and not a time limit that I actually gave him.
I wasn't a psychic.
verbatim.
I didn't know.
Yes.
I didn't know. I don't rush in a relationship, and I had just got out. So did she. I wasn't rushing to get back into a relationship. Plus, I wanted to make sure we fit together. Like, I didn't want to get into a relationship and then find out stuff that I didn't like about her, and I didn't want to deal with it. But at that point, I'm already in a relationship, so it's like either you deal with it or you get out. Yeah. So.
Decide. Jeez. How much times I gotta say that? Alright. So, 2 things that we wanna suggest is, first, build that foundation. Like I was saying earlier, it's really important for you to allow that time to get to know that person. In order for you to build a foundation, you need to have a solid place to build it. Meaning, you need to have that strong friendship in order to build a relationship. And then second, we want to talk about communication.
Yeah, so up until recently, well, when we first met, I wasn't the best communicator, so I didn't like texting, talking. I didn't like none of that. I'd rather talk to you in person. So communication is such a big thing in a relationship. You have to make clear to your potential partner or your partner that of your intentions, or you know what your expectations are of the relationship. Even when you're talking or in the talking phase, you have to let that person know. Just like as we were saying before about she had a timeline or a time limit in her head. If you have one of those, that's fine, but you need to let the other person know that. And on the other side of the spectrum, if you're the person that's being put on the timeline or the time limit, then you need to let the other person know that, you know, you're just trying to take it slow right now because you really want to make things work. You want it to be special, and you want to make sure you're keeping in constant communication with that person. You know, just let them know you're busy if you can't talk to them and you got stuff going on in your life. It's as simple as that. It's
important that you don't overlook it. This is coming from basically 3 years of us being together.
And experience. Arguments.
A whole lot. And a lot of things could have been avoided because
communication.
It was just miscommunication. So
we still have them sometimes. You're gonna have them, you know, as long as you can discern the two, whether you have a problem with communication in general or if it was just a simple communication.
So that is a story about how we met, how we started dating, and also some advice that we would give anybody in a relationship, going into a relationship, or somebody preparing for a relationship. You want to be in a relationship for the long haul, not just for because.
Or to flex with social media.
Just make sure that your heart is in it, and the person who you are engaging with, make sure their heart is in it too.
And be yourself.
Yes.
Be yourself.
You don't want to break anybody's heart, and you don't want your heart to be broken. But subscribe, like the video,
ring that notification bell.
Ring the notification bell.
Share with your friends.
Yes, all that great stuff. We're just getting started. We have so much good content for you guys. Can't wait to show y'all what we got for y'all. Y'all gonna be so entertained with your favorite couple, Lee and Tez. Okay. I was leaning on